Ho ho ho, Indie Warriors, and welcome to I Dream of Indie Games. Old Gamer Joe here with more holiday cheer as we run down all of the exciting indie, AA, and niche releases for the week of December 8th through the 14th of 2025. Be sure to check this list twice and hope that these games haven't been naughty and are actually nice. Please note that this list does not include early access releases. But real quick, why not dash and dance your way on over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames. You'll gain Discord access to the greatest indie gaming community, enjoy early, ad-free shows, get a shout out at the end of every video we produce, our podcast 3 days early, some other fun perks. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. Your new indie gaming community is waiting for you. Skating onto the scene first this week is the eagerly anticipated Skate Story, coming to us from Sam Eng and published by Devolver Digital. Skateboarding meets psychedelic storytelling in this trippy-looking release that will have you taking down demons one kickflip at a time. The game's style is undeniably awesome, but there's more here than just pretty looks, as players will be able to trick out their boards in a variety of ways. And with an insane soundtrack created by Blood Cultures, expect to be boarding in style when it ollies into your gaming collection on the 8th. Next up, we have a fairly non-linear 3D action-adventure title to delve into, Angeline Era, which is coming to the Steam PC platform. Explore the land of Era across a massive overworld playing as an ex-soldier accompanied by an angel. Expect plenty of drama throughout the narrative as you utilize a combat system that involves direct collisions with foes. There's tons of attacks and sub-weapons to master as you explore farms, forests, mountains, and more, unlocking secrets across a 30-plus hour adventure. Bump your way to victory just like the classic Ease days in this new release from the creators of Anodyne 2. Cats, you gotta love them. Hell, I own 3 of them myself. Cat Named Mojave looks to add to the ever-growing litter box of cat-themed video games when it soils the 8th with a breed of fast-paced shooting action like no other. Taking place across a desert landscape, you must rely on an unusual Catman if you hope to survive. The Catman will instruct you to defeat nasty foes and skin them alive. What a psycho. Butcher your foes and deliver the meat in this grotesque-looking indie that won't be for the faint of heart. Gosh, and you would have thought it to be cute and adorable seeing it features a cat. After a short delay, it looks like Unbeatable will finally pounce onto the indie gaming scene, dropping on the 9th. From the publishers that brought us Balatro, Unbeatable will feature intense rhythm-based gameplay to a hard-hitting soundtrack that will rattle your windows. Music is illegal in this world, and you'll be breaking the law playing as Beat alongside her fellow bandmates. Narrative is a big focus of this arcade-style rhythm game that looks like an absolute blast. The story mode will last around 6 to 8 hours, and there's also an arcade mode where additional content can be unlocked. Plus, look at those sweet visuals. There's no quicker way to make me run away from a game than labeling it as a Souls-like deck builder, but for everyone else, Howl is unleashing chaos this week, coming to us from the Outer Zone, a team of 3 no less, and 11-bit studios. Craft various cards, gather totems to take down evil spirits, and unlock the mysteries of a dark tale of a mother trying to resurrect a son. With over 160 gruesome cards and intense grid-based battles, this release shall not be for the faint of heart. Raise thy shield on the 9th for the release of RuneQuest Warlords, coming to us from Virtuous and Slitherine. This turn-based strategy title takes place in the RuneQuest universe, as you would expect, and has you attempting to master runes and control an epic army. Expect a full single-player campaign across grid-based maps as you strategically place powerful heroes together to create unthinkable, epic combinations. If you don't want to go it alone, enjoy multiplayer modes alongside Skirmish. Head to battle later this week. Goofy dungeon defense action is up next in this co-op release, Keep the Heroes Out from Yarn Cat Games. Play defensively with up to 4 friends as you fight off foes to protect your loot. There's couch co-op here, some deck building to be done, and no shortage of defensive strategies across over 20 different scenarios. Now how is that for value? Even better, no 2 dungeons are ever the same, adding potentially limitless replayability. For the first time ever outside of Japan, we have Milano's Odd Job Collection. It's summertime and our hero needs a job, so go and find one. While taking part in various tasks, you can also customize your own cozy home, or just chill out and kill time in a variety of other ways, like vacuuming. With no shortage of minigames and various improvements made over the original, such as a rewind feature, players of various regions can now finally experience this one for themselves. Spooky season has extended well beyond Halloween this year, and continues to do so with the VHS-inspired Dead format dropping on the 10th. Taking place in Scotland during the 90s, you're on the case of your missing brother and must find him through tapes that have been left behind. Review those clues in your apartment hub, find supplies to survive, solve puzzles, and even use weapons in this fun-looking, though creepy release. And don't go too far from home now, it's the only place you'll be able to save progress. Take control of some rather busty queens in Queen's Loyalty. On your quest to find a missing goddess and defeat an evil monster, you must explore a variety of grim locations, slashing down anything that stands in your path. Each character will play differently, and there are even side stories to unlock. Expect some light RPG mechanics too, as each of your queens can be leveled up. You can add it to your indie gaming library on the 9th. Obviously, this one's probably for mature audiences, I'd say. Puppies make everything better. Well, actually, they're pretty dang hard to take care of, but oh, they're damn cute. Anxiety Puppy is a 2D narrative title that explores the struggles of dealing with anxiety. Certainly something that I can relate to. The anxiety in this game is resembled by a puppy, which seems like a really nice way of framing something that so many of us often view as negative. Give this one a pat on the head later this week. Now I hope you're hungry for some delicious puzzling fun, because PancitoMerge is being served up on the 9th. With an emphasis on Mexican cuisine, you'll chase high scores in what appears to be a rather simplistic puzzle experience. You'll need to match different breads together to get higher and higher, kind of like those fruit drop games we've been seeing more and more of lately. It looks like a nice relaxing time and will be hot and toasty for you on the 9th. Next up is a popular game that's already graced Steam with its presence and is now making its way to console. A game about digging a hole is not what it may actually... Okay, nope, never mind. It is exactly what it sounds like. You dig a hole. This is a minimalist twist on a mining game where you dig a giant hole in your backyard, find resources to sell for better equipment that helps you dig more efficiently, and so the game loop goes. Barely Merry Mike really enjoyed this one as a short and compelling palate cleanser between bigger titles, so it's worth a go for anybody interested when it arrives for consoles finally on the 9th. Ready for a new cooperative action roguelike? Stormlancers is here on the 9th to have you and an optional buddy explore an alien planet hiding a source of powerful magic. Face 5 different biomes that shift with every run, wild alien bosses, fast-paced action gameplay with movement-focused abilities, and a sharp cartoon aesthetic. Can Stormlancers match the high standards of this crowded genre? We don't have to wait much longer to find out. Fantastic news! Thank goodness You're Here is finally making its way to Xbox consoles. For those unfamiliar, this shamelessly silly British comedy game functions like a playable cartoon, where you interact with the world in hilariously stupid ways. This is a self-proclaimed slapformer where you'll slap everything and everyone in town just to get a rise out of them while helping out the bizarre citizens of Barnsworth. Featuring fantastic voice work and such a constant stream of successful gags that it's arguably one of the funniest games ever made, Xbox players don't have to wait much longer. Thank goodness it's finally here. Now let's get into a game for those who just want to chill out this holiday season. Cozyrama is exactly what it sounds like, a cozy, charming diorama builder where you, the player, can do whatever you'd like when it comes to customizing your peaceful, magical little world. There are no timers or stressors here. This game is all about unwinding, using hundreds of items and animals to decorate your cozy spaces. Cozyrama will launch with over 900 items and even an in-game item creator to build decorations all your own, as well as the ability to share dioramas with friends or even take charming pics in the game's built-in photo mode. Now you'd think this is just my immaturity speaking, but no, our next title is really called Bone Again: Survivors. And it's not an adult game. Instead, this is a pixel art roguelike arena platformer. You'll fight your way through 4 unique biomes while you survive hordes of enemies and unlock dozens of different abilities with the gold you collect. Can you survive long enough to take on each area's powerful boss? Find out when Boned Again Survivors, still can't believe that's what it's called, releases on the 10th. Up next, wait, a Pirates of the Caribbean game is coming out? What year is it? Apparently a year where the franchise is trying to make its way out of its long slumber with a free-to-play real-time strategy game. Lose yourself in an epic story mode, which includes powerful pirate ships like the Black Pearl and Flying Dutchman, as well as famous pirates like Captain Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones. You'll form alliances with other pirates, battle for control of key ports, and hunt all sorts of mystical creatures when Pirates of the Caribbean: Tides of War comes to Steam on the 10th. At long last, after over a year and a half in early access, Mutant Football League 2 is hitting its 1.0 launch on December 10th. This is an arcade-style football game that hardly takes itself seriously, featuring weapons, over-the-top violence, and dark humor through and through. Play 8-on-8 games on fields filled with buzzsaws and mutant worms. Create a dream team of vile mutants and become the next big legend in the MFL. Mutant Football League 2 features 36 different teams that are mutated versions of real teams, with my personal favorite probably being the Philadelphia Evils. Who doesn't like a good pun? Next for this week is another early access release exiting into 1.0 in the form of Colony Sim Pioneers of Pagonia. You'll navigate procedurally generated maps that allow for limitless exploration. Build your village up, claim new territory, and do so with up to 3 other players on the game's cooperative multiplayer mode. And don't forget to build up your defenses to protect your village from mythical creatures like werewolves and ghosts that may come to attack it. Pioneers of Pagonia launches out of early access on the 11th. Ready to relive the 90s? Of course you are, because Terminator 2D No Fate is coming at you to cover the events of Terminator 2 Judgment Day as a retro 2D action game. Experience the film's greatest moments in a story that combines the events of Terminator 2 with original previous untold stories in the Terminator universe. Terminator 2D No Fate features several different modes to play through and classic arcade gameplay, but one of the biggest draws here is the stunning pixel art. I'll be back to play on the 12th. Time now for something really bizarre. Anomalous Coffee Machine 2 is seemingly the safe-for-work sequel to the very not-safe-for-work Anomalous Coffee Machine 1, which just came out earlier this year. In this utterly strange visual novel, you'll type a word, any word, and a cup appears. You choose whether it's a cup of coffee, a cup of blood, or a cup of, well, never something, okay? Then you choose who drinks the cup, you or the girl standing across from you. What happens from that point on is something you'll have to find out for yourself when Anomalous Coffee Machine 2 releases on the 12th. Next on the list is Outhold, a hybrid of tower defense and incremental game that will have you defending the dwindling fire of Outhold by navigating your way through a deep upgrade tree with tons of different possibilities. It's a game that aims to reward experimentation and allows you to refund all of your upgrades for free if you prefer to go a different route. Outhold releases on the 12th. And last, but most certainly not least, we have Outbreak Zero, a solo-developed survival horror game with a uniquely detailed visual style. Taking place in the aftermath of the outbreak of a mysterious virus infecting innocent people, you're one of few survivors needing to fight your way through zombies and other mutated, bloodthirsty monstrosities. Outbreak Zero features classic survival horror gameplay where you'll hunt for scarce resources, solve puzzles, and use a wide variety of weapons to survive. Check it out when it lands on Steam on the 12th. But that's gonna do it for this week, Indie Warriors. Thank you for all that you do for independent content. I hope you found the next indie game of your dreams, and I'll see you on the channel for more great indie gaming goodness.